I couldn't believe that the war was over and we were going to be able to go home.
73 years ago today, the United States declared victory over Japan. One World War II veteran from Colorado shares the joy he experienced. On this day in 1945, Japan surrendered to the Allied powers, effectively ending World War II. President Truman declared the date VJ Day. Today, a victory like that would be known across the world in a matter of minutes. But Sonia Gutierrez met a veteran who didn't know the Second World War was over until days later.
Okay, this is a non-historical marker.
Come to Roy Richardson's
on this spot, February 29th, 1776.
And you'll get sarcasm.
Absolutely nothing happened.
Hey, nice welcome. And incredible stories about his service during World War II.
That's me right there. All right.
Roy was a torpedo man whose job was to sink Japanese ships.
This was our battle flag, and we sunk 29 ships.
29 ships.
They're all counted right here. There's a total of 29 ships that we received a presidential unit citation for.
That's super impressive because, you see, when Roy was serving, the submarines barely had any communication with their home port.
The only way we could get anything was when we surfaced.
And when they did surface, they only got a quick 1 or 2 line messages.
When the Japanese did surrender, we had just about cleaned the Pacific Ocean of all enemy ships.
When the Japanese surrendered, Roy and his ship had no idea. That's how bad the communication was at the time.
That was when I knew about it, when we got into port. So we didn't know for maybe 3 or 4 days that the armistice had been signed.
He was 17 when he enlisted.
It was a bunch of kids.
His dad was a gasoline distributor, and every time a customer would come in and say that their son was enlisted, he'd offer them free gas whenever they came back from the war.
He had no idea how he was going to cover those stamps, but that was his way of saying thank you.
Beautiful memories that will stay in his heart forever.
Great things happen. I'm glad we were all here to be able to talk about it, too.
Remember I told you Roy will receive you with a warm welcome and great stories? Well, you'll get that same hospitality when you walk out.
I give you a hug.
Oh, yes.
You're a good little interrogator, or whatever you want to call yourself.
Interrogator. Sonia Gutierrez, 9 News. An interrogator, that is so funny. It's the first time I've ever been called that.
Sonia, you have a new friend. Roy is the last surviving member of the USS Raton crew who fought in World War II. He attended the March 17, 2018 commissioning of the USS Colorado after receiving an invitation from the Secretary of the Navy. Thank you for your service, sir.